Welcome to this vision building practice. We are about to go on a quest that will uncover a vision of something that already exists inside of us. To go through this process, you will need a paper, pens, crayons, any arty things that you might use to make a picture. You'll also need a candle and a bowl or something to put burning paper in. As we go through this creative process, we'll use our intuition to access parts of the subconscious mind that are available to us when we go into quietness. And the intuitive process is unique to each individual. We'll find that it speaks to us in many different ways. So you might be a visual, audio, kinesthetic, mental processor. The invitation is to really call to your unique intuition, to allow your creative process to unfold, to emerge from somewhere deep inside of you and find its way onto this paper in front of you. So bring yourself into a meditative position that suits your intention to sit. Maybe call to your intuition or guide your awareness to a place inside of you that holds the desire of the heart. Allow yourself to go into a dreamy state. So 80% of this universe we know very little about, and we currently call it the dark matter. The invitation is to make contact with this dark matter that is around you and through you. And in so doing, you make contact with the dreamer of life. And maybe you find your body moves a little bit. And maybe you find you make sounds. How do you connect to this dreamer, to the central dreamer of life? The invitation now is to take your awareness to the field of Earth. This energy field contains masses of information. All the programs and algorithms that give rise to organic life can be found here. To the organizer, the entity that we know of as the mind, there are fragments of memories that are waiting to be processed, signatures of emotions that are currently being expressed on Earth. How would it be to consider that we all make contact with this field when we're born and when we die? And now we begin to tune into the ones who have recently arrived and those who are making their journeys to Earth. And as we connect to their frequencies, perhaps we can sense into the ancient wisdom that they are carrying to the planet. And the question we wish to ask first is, what are we ready to relinquish? What is ready to be extinguished on Earth? What have we processed from beginning, middle, to end? And what do we no longer need to process? And then you write down anything that comes to you. Paying attention to what comes out onto the paper. And you might like to pause the recording now. And then once you have allowed that transmission to come through, really pay attention to what is there. And when you're ready, take it to your candle. Take it to this transformer energy. Bring the light of consciousness to what is ready to be extinguished, and burn the paper. Take a few moments to be with this, and again, pause the recording if it suits you. And when you come back and the paper has safely been disposed of, we connect back to the dreamer, to your innate wisdom, the energy of the unborn, and the generation that is currently making its way to join the generation that is already here on earth. So back to the dreamer, to your innate wisdom, to the unborn and the younger generation that have already arrived. And as you do this, images or feelings about what the earth wishes to experience next may come to you. She is becoming the next manifestation of herself, and the travelling souls are coming to assist. And we are assisting. As you enter into this dream, notice how it looks. Notice any colours that present themselves to you. Enter into the feeling of the dream and notice sounds. As you observe what arises, a whole reality begins to manifest itself inside of this dream. How would it feel? And what would it look like if this vision were already in existence? If it was already in our lives? And you begin to intuit the fine details of this vision that you are creating and co-creating. And your creative process might have already presented a picture or a piece of art. Perhaps words are with you, or feelings. I want to invite you to come back and settle your awareness into the room when it feels right. Take your pen, pencil or crayon, take the paper, and allow something that resembles your vision to appear on the paper. You want to use half of the available paper to record the first part of this vision, as we will be adding to it. Once the image has arrived or partially arrived, you'll allow yourself to go back into the dreamy state. And so perhaps you would like to pause once again the recording and turn it back on when the time is right for you. And as you go back into the dreamy state, you begin to consider how the people who are close to you would benefit from this vision becoming fully manifest. Who do you have in your life that would benefit from your vision and would also love for you to have fulfilled this intention, would love to see you fulfilled? Each person that you touch is affected by your overall sense of happiness and accomplishment in the world. Notice how your vision affects you and the people close to you. Each one of these people is your ally, is an ally. So perhaps shake each of your allies by the hand or give them a hug. Thank them for their service to this vision. Greet the souls of your allies. And then come back and represent them on your paper. Draw them. Perhaps stickmen, shapes, maybe their names. Allowing your intuition to guide you as you add your allies to the vision. Pausing the recording again to give you the time. And as you come back, notice that each of your allies interacts with many people, and their happiness impacts the people around them. Reconnecting to the dreamer, spend a few moments considering how other beings could be positively affected by this vision becoming manifest in reality. So maybe parents, children, teachers, colleagues, friends, neighbours, people who you barely interact with even, but you see regularly. Greet their souls in a way that holds meaning for you. Give thanks for their service to your vision and thanks to their service to Earth. When you're ready, allow your pen or pencil to add them to the vision. Press pause until you're ready to come back. And then we do the same again. All of those beings have others in their lives. Spend a few moments considering how they might be positively impacted upon by your vision. Add them to your paper when you're ready. Pause the recording to give you time. And now each group that forms has an archetype or a group energy, group soul, angel, whatever you want to call it. There is an overall energy that is created when a group of beings come together. In fact, our own bodies are made up of trillions of cells, single cells, that over the course of evolution have collaborated together to create these multicellular organisms that we call body. Perhaps our overall consciousness resembles the sum total of all of our parts. So consider the group energy of your vision group and take a moment to greet it and thank it. Add the group energy to your paper when you're ready. Press pause to give yourself time. And when you come back, you return to the unborn and the generation that they are joining. How did they want to be represented on your paper? The Eternal Mother looks through our eyes. Spend a few moments contemplating your vision, feeling into your vision, becoming familiar with your allies, and connecting to the Eternal Mother. Her gaze transmits itself through the whole universe. Her message is clear. Each and every aspect of life is unique and precious. Allow this energy to come into your hearts. Our time to rise is here. We are reconnecting to our hearts. We are sharing our prayers. And we are teaching ourselves to fly. Thank you for joining us in this vision, for representing the becoming of Earth, for adding your creative power to this vision that she has for herself. With the most love. Goodbye.